In Johnstown, we need to reuse our existing industrial sites. Johnstown is a very landlocked area, and because of that, we must think smart, think green, and revitalize the former brownfields that sit vacant.
The Johnstown area was primarily served by the steel industry, and the steel industry served Johnstown. There were at one time 14,000 people working at the Bethlehem Steel facility. The history of this particular local site here was a parking lot that served for employee parking for the former Bethlehem Steel car shop, which operated from 1901 when it was built by Cambria Steel through 2008 when it was shut down by Freight Car America Corporation. The initial demise came with the 1977 flood. Where we're standing was under 4 to 6 feet of water. That was the beginning of the demise, although there was some rebuild of the steel industry into the mid-'80s. The mid-'80s, the steel industry in general went through a major change with mini mills, imports, etc., and this plant happened to be a casualty of that general trend.
The Cambria County Transit Authority is going to build a new facility to hold its operations, maintenance, and administrative offices. Our current facility is really in disrepair because it was built in 1893 for a trolley barn. The HVAC system is antiquated, the electrical system is antiquated. We did look at rehabilitation on site, but it was cost prohibitive and almost structurally impossible after engineers looked at the facility itself. So it was essential that we move to a new site. Well, we had certain demands that we needed and criteria to follow when we were looking for a new site, and the big issue was that we stayed at least at the same distance that we are currently, or ideally move further in, closer to the downtown area, because the closer our buses are to the downtown area, where our transit system center is, it reduces our operating costs.
Revitalizing that blighted site will mean a lot to the neighbors that live in the Woodville portion of Johnstown, because they've sat there and looked at this blighted influence in their neighborhood for a number of years. It'll remove the blight, it will clean up the environmental issues that have existed on the site from its history in the steelmaking operations for the past 50 years. So it will definitely improve the environment of the community. The construction of this new facility will bring jobs to the community, and also it will provide increased and improved operations for the many people in the Johnstown area that depend upon public transportation.